Hello, thanks for joining me today in this YouTube video that you found me in this lair, or rather a random Airbnb I've bounced around to again. Today I just wanted to have a little sit-down chat. I'm not making the hashtag content, all right? I've not prepackaged a nice little thing up to be like, here you go, click that, tasty. And you're like, British American Reddit man, what is this? What is this, Instagram? TikTok? What? Yeah, I just want to have a little chat about some things I've been thinking about for quite a long time, but I haven't found the way to put it into words. I've been on social media since I've been a teen. If you're younger than me, then I'm assuming it's been, more than just that. I feel like I was one of those people that in middle school I prided myself being the 2% that wasn't on MySpace. I was like, I don't need social media. And now look at me. It's my job. Kind of. To an extent. I do kind of understand now the premise that usually the generations above us are a bit more stubborn to change. When computers came out, generations above us, for the most part, were like, oh, I don't like this. I don't want to know how to use a computer. You do it for me. Use the Foxfire. You know what I'm talking about. And I feel like when you're young, you're very much in a mindset of, well, I'm not going to be like that. But here I am, getting mildly older, and I've come to the realization that I choose my battles now. Instead of having to always be everything everywhere, I don't want to be anymore. And today, the topic of conversation specifically, let's start off, is Instagram. Now, I've been posting Instagrams for a very long time, since the app basically started. And a lot of people, when they come up with complaints against it, they'll say things like, oh, well, it used to be all about photography, and now it's not. And I disagree. Because it wasn't ever about photography as much as it was just about posting photos of your life, It was about that word I hate, lifestyle. What does it mean? But it was just about posting whatever things you wanted, like me thinking this was an acceptable dinner, one of my first ever Instagrams. I didn't know how to cook, and I was really proud of this disgusting looking spaghetti in cold sauce. But as the years progressed and Instagram was bought by evil company Facebook/Meta, they really just made so many decisions, slowly but surely, and in some points very quickly, that were the expense of us, the consumer, and us, the creator, for profits, obviously, for watch time, obviously. And it's one of those things where it happens and everyone puts up a stink like, oh, why have you removed the chronological feed? I want to see the people I've followed. And Instagram goes, shut up. We just want to make more money and not pay out anyone that's, bringing people to the platform. And it's been like this for a long time. And the way that it's mostly been is you have to play the game. And when I first started, I've worked in a lot of different social media fields. It's not like I'm just a creator, posting things online. I used to work in an influencer marketing agency. I used to work in marketing for a specific app, climbing that corporate ladder. I even also worked for an ad operations thing. I'd put Facebook ads on everybody for different agencies and optimizing using my maths degree. I said maths, that's how you know I'm serious. But I've seen it from all sides, and I know how to play the game and win. But at this stage, I just don't want to. And I want to know if there's anyone else that kind of feels me on this one. Like, with Instagram, I understand that, when they stole Snapchat's IP, I was upset because I was like, that shouldn't be legal, right? But, at this point, we're all using it. We're all using Instagram stories. We've accepted that. And then when TikTok started being a thing, Instagram was like, okay, we'll just try and do that. And it's losing more and more of what I thought Instagram was. And as I refuse to play that game, to post more video content, I just want to post photos. If you don't follow me on Instagram, that's not understandable. I just post photography that I'm really proud of. And as I watch my engagement nosedive further and further and further on the platform, I ask myself why I'm doing what I'm doing, especially if I know the easy solution. And it's just kind of because I don't want to. At the end of the day, I don't want to. And I had this epiphany the other day because I watch a guy on YouTube. His name's James Hoffman. He's the coffee guy. I love his videos. He's a great guy. And I was like, I wonder what he's like on Instagram, And I was like, I want to see what he's up to over there just because I assume I can get to know a bit more about him. Instead, it's just more content. There's nothing wrong with that, but I wanted to know more about this guy. I want to see a little bit more into his life. And instead I get all these different videos. And I don't want to watch videos on Instagram. As soon as I get a video on my feed, I just skip. I want to look at photos. That's me. That's how I use the app. If I want to do videos, I'll look on YouTube. I'll look on a video app. I don't need to stay on an app at all times to look at videos of people. But no, this isn't anything against Mr. Coffee. All right, nothing against him at all, or the brand Mr. Coffee, I suppose. In fact, it helped me realize that's probably how a lot of people feel when they come to my Instagram feed. They're like, oh, Evan seems like an all right guy. I think his YouTube videos are okay. His personality doesn't seem too bad. Let me see what he's up to on Instagram. And you're like, oh, a picture of a field. Okay. Well, there's something. There's his face. Is that an ad? You know, in reality, yeah. Because I'm posting content. I'm not necessarily posting my life. I do that actually on the stories, but that's not really for show, you know? And like I said, I know how easy it would be for me to just start posting whatever again and succeed on the platform. I watched a YouTube video that infuriated me the other day from a guy who essentially said, if you want to be good on Instagram, just got to keep pumping out stuff. You just have to keep posting even old stuff. Do you not have any new stuff? Just keep regurgitating old stuff, because that way you can keep posting in people's feeds. Maybe new people haven't seen this stuff, and so you can keep posting. And for me, like, it makes sense. Sure, there are new followers I have that haven't seen this cool photo I took 3 years ago. But also, it's like something Bo Burnham said in his special, which was, I don't think every person needs to have an opinion on everything all the time. And I don't. I don't need to be in front of you at all times of the day. I think that's me being a brand. You know, I'm doing a bad disservice to myself as a brand by not constantly throwing stuff in your face and being like, look at me, look at me. I don't care about that. And so the reason why I'm continuing to post things on Instagram is because I'm doing what I want to on there. I'm not playing the game. I'm being true to myself, and that's what I enjoy. The numbers are genuinely depressing, but also, for what I'm doing, I'm enjoying it. So as long as I don't look at numbers, which is hard to do, I'm very much practicing my craft, and not every photo is going to be the best photo I've ever taken, but I'm learning and I'm trying something new. And I think it would be different if I posted more photography content on this channel, because then it would be like, oh, you know, photo man making photo things on a photo platform and maybe photo TikToks, but I'm not. But that is my branding in a way, is I'm into a lot of different things. I'm not amazing at a lot of things, but I'm trying. You know, that is what I like to do. The amount of people, as we segue here, that have told me in the last month, hey, you should do some TikToks. You should do some YouTube shorts. Like 3 or 4 people, 3 different conversations, like, oh, Evan, you should do that. Your content would do really well there. And my response is always, well, I don't really want to. And their response is, well, it would do really well for you. You know, you could get more people watching. And I'm like, that's not my end all be all. Sure, I would genuinely love to get 1 million subscribers, to get that little plaque. You know, I very much like what I'm doing on YouTube, but my end all isn't having all these people see my face on a platform that I don't use. And I know that I'm missing out on a lot of memes these days. In fact, I got a comment like a couple months ago from someone saying, say you're a perfectionist without saying you're a perfectionist. And I got really upset. I was like, oh God, did I say that in the video? Is that cringe? Did I like say, you're not supposed to say that? Turns out this is a TikTok meme that I'm not noticing because I don't use TikTok. Why don't you use TikTok, Evan? Are you an old man now? I think so. As we're bringing it back around to my original beginning of this, it's that feeling like I'm very happy with what I'm doing. I don't need TikTok. From the amount of people saying like it's had a huge detriment on their focus, on their ability to have a long attention span, why would I go into that? I already know you've just given me that. You're like, oh, but it's fun. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm already addicted to all this other stuff. You know, I don't need another thing that I'm just not interested in. Like maybe that is just me getting older and being happy with what I'm doing. But that's not to say that I won't ever make, for instance, YouTube Shorts, which are the YouTube version of TikToks. And that's just because I know YouTube is heavily promoting that in the algorithm right now, which means if I do post those, maybe more people will watch these types of whatever this is, the content I'm posting, which I'm happy to make. But that's the thing. I'm happy making these. I'm just kind of sharing my life. I'm thankful for anyone for watching. And on Instagram, I'm just happy to post photos, regardless of what I'm doing, you know? Regardless of anything numbers-wise, I'm just happy posting and creating stuff that I'm proud of. And I don't need to constantly be chasing new likes, new engagements, new content from new platforms. I just need to post what I want to post and hope that the right type of people are there. And this sounds like a weird therapy, because maybe Maybe it is. It's been something I've been thinking about Instagram and social media for quite a while, and it's been hard to put into words, and so I didn't want to script anything. I just wanted to talk. Hopefully this has made some sense, and hopefully some of you relate to me on this, other creators or anyone else that's just kind of not as entranced with social media maybe as they used to be. It's not like I don't like what I'm doing. I just don't like where everything is going with social media, and I'm continuing to do it my own way, regardless of what that means for my hashtag brand. Anyway, this has been a nice chat. A lice chat. And hopefully none in this freaking Airbnb. Life update. This place looks interesting, doesn't it? But hopefully house information coming soon. When it happens, it'll be a big release. I'll make a huge video. I'll have no furniture. But anyway, thank you for taking the time to catch up with me on whatever this is. Please leave me a comment if you understand what I'm talking about so I don't feel like I'm crazy. And I have other rant videos. Is this where I do an outro and I tell you to watch other content? Probably. Otherwise, I'll see you next Sunday. Goodbye.